Hi. In this video, I'll briefly share some of the core features of Marple. If you want to dive into more detailed documentation about this, I will share the documentation below after the video. So this is a data library of Marple. This is the place where all your files are stored. These files can be CSV files, MATLAB files, TDMS, they can be anything, as long as we have a plugin that supports it. What you can also do is add InfluxDB selections here, so you can just visualize data straight from an InfluxDB time series database. The data library contains lots of features to sift through your data to quickly find some files you're looking for, as well as a way to also search into your data. For example, if you have a file where you know the temperature is high, you can just look for it and Marple will give you an immediate result. But Marple is mostly about visualizing and analyzing, so let's head to a visualization. I prepared a visualization here containing vehicle data from a race car. And the first thing you can see on top is just a plain time series plot. And it's something that we do really well at Marple, is make these time series plots super fast. For example, if I want to zoom into a certain region, I can just draw a box and it will show me exactly, immediately, what's going on there. Same if I go sideways in the data, if I do panning, Marple updates the time series plot immediately. Also the one below, the map plot, it shows us the course the car is driving. It's also updating just in real time with the other plots. Next up, one of the cool things you can do in Marple is add some comments to your data. We call this annotations. And if you click this button, it will show you what other people have noted down regarding this data. For example, my colleague Matthias, he made a note here around 200 seconds that the power is stable here. This is very easy to just collaborate on data to share some insights with other people. We also support making frequency plots. In this case, you just add a frequency plot. It's the one below here. And here you can see the frequency behavior of an acceleration signal. And you can see what kind of frequencies are apparent a lot in the data and which aren't. Scatter plots is another thing we support. On top you again have a time series plot, but below you have two scatter plots. Again, they will update depending on the time region that we select. In this case, we can see two acceleration signals, and on the right one, we can see the wheel speeds. This is also really handy just to see correlations between data, not in a time series domain, but plotted against each other. The last thing I want to show you is processing. In Marple, you can also do some calculations. For example, you have a very noisy signal here. It's again the acceleration signal. We can make a new moving average out of this, which will just smoothen out the signal, or do a bunch of other standard functions that we have. And if you feel like scripting a bit more, doing some more detailed stuff, you can also do some custom functions here. For example, you can add two signals, do a log operator on it, logarithm. You can do a lot of things here. It's as detailed in our documentation what you can do and what you cannot do. The really last thing I want to show you is sharing. Marple is really collaborative. And imagine you have a cool plot that you want to share with a colleague because there's some interesting stuff going on. There's some insights to be shared here. You can click the share button. You can make it a public sharing link. This is a nice plot. You can create a new share link. And if you do now just give this share link to a colleague using email, Slack, Microsoft Teams, whatever you're using, and the colleagues open this share link in his browser, he will get a trimmed down version of Marple, which just contains the necessary stuff that has to be seen. And this person does not have to have an account. They can just access the data publicly. And this is really powerful to quickly share something with someone. And if they want, they can also zoom in, zoom out, and also view the values at specific points, just to have a better understanding in contrast to a typical screenshot that you would share nowadays. So this was a really fast and brief overview of what Marple can do. If you have any questions, please take a look in our documentation. It contains written documentation as well as some more detailed videos. And if you have other questions, feel free to contact us. On our website, there's a contact page, or just reach out to us directly. Cheers.